Hello, America. Today is July 4th, 2007. Is your independence secure? Are you safe? Are you free? Can you look around the room and know that your July 4th is protected? America, I'm going to say some things today that'll make sense to a lot of you and baffle others. There isn't much else I can do other than these videos. I have plans and ideas in play that I think could bring about our freedom. If you watch any of my videos, they all seem to culminate. They all seem to combine ideology and trains of thought. They all seem to do something for each other, complement each other. There are other great videos out there that I've seen that a lot of people's hard work, effort, and energy went into. Hours of time spent trying to amass information to come about with some type of conclusion, or to help you to come about with that conclusion. I'm not sure where we're going, America, but I know where we've been, and I know where we could be. Again, I've written a speech, and I'm going to try not to get lost. I've written it as big as I can. Hopefully I won't go cross-eyed trying to read it. Corruption in the District of Columbia, Washington, D.C., the headquarters of our nation's capital. The White House and their members. Both sides of our congressional aisle are beset with primarily millionaires, billionaires, in which most of the reason why the people's business will never be done. They have portfolios that include Ashland, Exxon, and British Petroleum, shipping magnates, foreign investing, plastics and refining, also war machine companies, shell companies that invest soft money back into their own politics. They lie to you, America. They look you in the face and lie to you during election time to win your vote. They look you square in the face and lie. The war machine includes some of their investments. Northrop Grumman, Halliburton, American Motors, which makes the Humvee. Some are even the members of boards, groups, or corporations. Some individuals just begin to build their own banks. They have so much money they can build their own bank. You borrow money from this bank. It all ties into the World Bank or the IMF. They use lucrative businesses and tax breaks not available to you, to me. Investing becomes better and better, a better and better tax-exempt way. Almost all of the members of the White House, Senate, Ways and Means committees suppress. When was the last time a candidate lied to you? When was the last time a president looked you square in the face and told you something with assertion that this was their program? I'm sitting down today. I tend to speak with a lot more rage. And this is sort of my version or rendition of a fireside chat. But if I tried lighting a fire in my apartment, I'd probably burn myself down. All of us are manipulating their shell corporations. The investments go unnoticed. Offshore companies, the shell corporations, and the money flows back to them in dividends and stock options. Confused yet? Don't be. That is why the World Bank loans us money. They use our nation's mining, trees, land, and skies as collateral. Soon, or almost any time, they could call in that note. If they do the maneuvers they intend on doing with these trillion-dollar deficits, they're going to bankrupt our country. They're going to show that we have no means to pay it back. This is like an extended loan. They're going to loan you the money to loan you the money. Every dollar that's loaned to the United States, each $1, because we don't print, we may print the money, but the money is issued by the World Bank. They call it the Federal Reserve. When we've gone so far into hock that we couldn't possibly pay back these notes, they'll just say, okay, pay us. America at that point will declare bankruptcy. Most millionaires have foreseen what's coming. They've steeped themselves in the euro. They've steeped themselves in the yen. That way, when the time comes, they're certain to still have a certain amount of wealth remaining. A certain amount of wealth that will give them position. But it won't. Congressmen, representatives, governors, world powers know these things. America, we're in a lot of trouble. It isn't just your personal debt or mine, it's our nation's. Things in this country are being concealed. Why hasn't America experienced any oil monies or oil at all from Iraq? They're still pumping it. It's still in the lines. Because leaders in our nation, working against you, have made for a democracy in Iraq, which won't last long. They're a Muslim faith-based nation. That nation has set in part legislation that ensures oil companies, not we as Americans, profits from oil. Even the Iraqi people won't experience any money from these investments. And I find that to be a shame. As Americans have never seen $1 from that oil, and soon leaders of the free nations will be leaving office with their legislation exactly how they want to do it. Got a little horn there. Imagine that. And soon legislation will grant mineral rights to the World Bank. We're slaves to big oil, America. Since when? This program by the World Bank has been set in motion almost 70 years ago. 70 years ago today. The FEMA concentration camps that they've set into play will begin to eliminate the unwanted. I don't know what their basis is for unwanted, whether it be color, creed, sexual preference, whatever your offset, you can bet they're going to find flaw and a way to eliminate you. We've been duped into believing these lies. We see it in the news. The oil is still being pumped. It's still sold on a global market. Power hungry. We as Americans will never see that oil money or have our war debt repaid. We were never meant to win this war. Only show the Middle East how corporate monies rule our globe. So in summation, America, the one thing I can tell you is that if we don't take our nation back, it will never be ours, ever. I've grown weary of this plan. I've grown weary of these people. I think it takes more than a vote of no confidence, America. And I need the powers that be to incline themselves to think like our founding fathers, to help to instill these things in the press. We need airtime, America. We need someone to volunteer us airtime that our message may be heard, and not just in regions, but nationally